In this video, which is part 1 of a 4-part series, we're going to explore Fastcase, which is one of the member databases available to you 24/7 from your desktop at home or in the office. To get access to the database, mouse over Research, then select Member Databases and then Fastcase from the list. As you can see, I've already logged in using my last name and my Jenkins member number, so I don't need to log in again to get into Fastcase. All I need to do is click on the Access button, and there I am. This is the Fastcase homepage. On the left-hand side is the list of content that is available to me. And if you look at that list, you have to look at it as a sort of a 3-part list. It's not broken up that way, but in reality it's a sort of 3-part list. The first part is the case law content. This is content that Fastcase has acquired and generated, and the federal cases, generally speaking, go back to the 1920s, and the state cases go back to the 1950s. There are some exceptions for individual courts, both at the federal and the state level, but a rule of thumb is 1950s for the state content and 1920s for the federal content. Now the next 5 choices, statutes, regulations, constitutions, court rules, and the Attorney General opinions, they are a mixture of content. Some of those things come from Fastcase, and some of those things come from the official websites of the agencies involved. And there's no rule of thumb that I can give you like I could with case law as far as who provides what. For example, with the statutes, you'll see that most of the states and the federal content comes from Fastcase, but there is a list of 6 states on the right-hand side that Fastcase is not able to provide. This is for contract reasons. And so you can see Pennsylvania, unfortunately, is on that list. So if you click on Pennsylvania, you go to the free Purdon's site that's available on the web. Fastcase is not able to give us a version of the Pennsylvania statutes. Now, when we get back to the main page here, we can look at some of the other content here. For example, the regulations. You can see on this list, if the state name is not bolded, you're going to go to the official state site for the regulation. In this case, we're going to go to the Alabama Administrative Code. However, if the state name is bolded, there is a Fastcase version of the regulation. So as I said, there's no real rule of thumb that I can give you. You have to look at these pages and explore and see where is the Fastcase content as opposed to where is the official state or agency content. Now the last 3 choices on the page, newspapers, federal filings, and legal forms, as a Jenkins member, it really doesn't make a lot of sense to go to these items through Fastcase, because you get access to these through your Jenkins membership and via the Jenkins website. So for example, the search newspapers choice. Search newspapers is going to go to Newsbank, and we offer Newsbank to our members already. So if you go through here, you may wind up paying for something that you've already gotten as part of your Jenkins membership. So I don't recommend that you click on Newsbank or newspapers through Fastcase. It doesn't make any sense because you already get it via your Jenkins membership. The same is true, for example, with the legal forms. We have PA legal forms available to you, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to go through Fastcase. It makes more sense to go through Jenkins because this is already part of your membership. Last but not least, the federal filings. This goes to Justia, which does have some free content, but in many cases you're going to need a Pacer account. So if you have a Pacer account or you have access to a library that has a Pacer account, it makes more sense to go through it directly rather than to go through via Fastcase. So this is the table of contents of what you have available to you. I'm going to focus on, in this 4-video series, case law searching, and a lot of what we do is going to be applicable to the statute searching and so forth, but we're going to focus on case law searching for the remainder of these videos. Now moving on, the middle column shows the last 10 searches that I have done in Fastcase, and it does look like I've redone the same search over and over and over. But what you don't see with this list, as valuable and as handy as this list is, what you don't see with this list are things that limits that you've applied, such as the number of hits or the jurisdiction. So though it may look like I've done the same search over and over, I've actually changed the jurisdiction or the number of hits or so forth. I've applied limits, and you don't really see them in the last 10 searches. But it is a nice feature to be able to see what you've already done so that you can quickly go back to those searches and not have to re-enter them. You just click on the link. Now on this page, the best way to utilize this page is to do a citation search. if I have a Boolean search or even a natural language search, I wouldn't do it from this page because all I can see is a white search box, an indication I'm searching all jurisdictions, and then the search button. It's rather googly. I need to go to the advanced search page. But in this case, I'm going to search by citation, and I can just type it into the box. So this, again, this is the only time that I really use this page is for a citation search. You can see here I'm typing in 384 U.S. 436, and I can omit the periods. Fastcase is rather forgiving in that case, in that instance, and doesn't require me to put the periods in. So I've got the Miranda decision here on this page, and I can look at the case, and I can do other things with it. Now, in the subsequent videos, we're going to talk about the results page. We're going to talk about what you can do with the case once you're viewing it in terms of downloading it or printing it. But for now, what we've done is explored the content, and we've looked at a citation search. In the next video, we're going to do natural language and Boolean searching and explore the advanced search page.